Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Dominoes 7 here. Today is May the 14th, 2013. Yeah, that's right. May the 14th, 2014. Way past 11:20. Okay, it's 11:26 as I speak. Okay. All right. I want to talk about day before yesterday of that second line parade shooting on Mother's Day. The Mother's Day parade, second line. I mean, that's the most saddest thing I ever heard. I mean, what kind of cruel, evil person would do something like that? Uh, some the devil's so busy. The devil take control of these young people. Well, some young people. I'm not saying all. Because some young people are doing the best they can in school and college and stuff like that. But it's not it's not every young person on in the United States or all over the world or something like that. But just like that Boston bombing last month, was it last month or a couple of months ago? You know, and that that Sandy Hook shooting, you know, in Connecticut, and that and that Trayvon Martin case with George Zimmerman, and that Mickey Shunick case with Brandon Scott Laverne, So the sad thing about it is they have none but the devil on mine, because if they had God in their heart, if a person like that would have God in their heart, they wouldn't be quick to pick up a gun and shoot somewhere, But you know what? All I can say is may God have mercy on that person's soul, whoever he was. I don't barely watch the news, I heard about that second line shooting through somebody else the same day. They were saying they had a shooting at a second line, and that's the most saddest thing ever. Why would a cruel, evil person would mess up New Orleans tradition? That goes to show you they don't care about their community. My advice to somebody: if you wanna shoot at somebody, go join the army or the Marines or something like that. Go to Iraq and shoot people. That's the most terrible thing you could ever say or do to people. But I don't mean it like that. You could join the army and stuff like that, and serve in Iraq or something like that. Fight for this country instead of fighting against your own country. Like terrorizing people's lives and stuff, innocent people's lives or something like that, But if you want to declare a war, don't declare a war in your own country or own neighborhood or something like that, That's the most saddest thing a person can ever do. Want to shoot an innocent person, But you know what? I mean, joining the gang, that's a bad idea to do. Sometimes it's hard to get out of a gang. Because I never been part of a gang in my life. So way back then we had gangs. Like the baby gunners, the young gunners, just like in other cities, like the Satan Knights, the warlords, the Ku Klux Klan gang and stuff like that, But to try to destroy a New Orleans tradition and stuff like that, I've been stopped going to second lines since I was a kid, and we never had that when I was a kid at second lines, But did we? I think we did, I don't know, you know what I mean? But you gotta enjoy yourself. Don't try to run a fund for innocent people. Whoever the person is, what did people ever do to you? What did those people ever did to you? I mean, if you want to do that to a person that they never done you nothing, may God have mercy on your soul. But you know what? God hold on a minute. I'm looking at TV and talking to y'all at the same time. You know, let me load this TV. I'll cut this TV off. Okay, that's better. Okay, not a not a talk to the to the viewers and people like that. You know, but you know what? So some people that don't go to church and worship the devil. There are some people in this world that don't go to church and worship the Lord, like me. You know, I go to church sometime. You know, but I'm not a devil worshiper. I don't go out doing something that Satan want me to do, because with all that killing, that Satan taking control of these young folks. You know, they don't believe in God. You know what I mean? So as far as I know, they curse. I mean, say their soul is cursed. You know, but all I say is I have no distaste towards those people out there. You know, but all I know is their soul is cursed. You know, so all I say is if they've been baptized or something like that, and they doing devilish stuff like killing and stuff like that, I don't think God could forgive you for that, you know. But with other sins, God could forgive you for. But killing yourself and killing other people, I don't think God will forgive you for that, you know. So as far as I say, if you call yourself a gangster and you say God this and the Lord that, you're wasting your time. You need to stop selling your soul to the devil. You know what I mean? Give your soul to the Lord. You know what I mean? Because you know, joining the gang is like selling your soul to the devil. You know, that's what you're doing. Some people are selling their souls to the devil by joining a gang or something like that. You know, but you know what? If you believed in God, you wouldn't do nothing like that. Pardon my stuttering. I can't help stuttering when I talk sometimes, you know. I try to take my time with some people and try to take my time to talk, but sometimes I can't, you know. Sometimes I never think of that, you know. But you know, all I can say is I pray for the victims and their family, you know what I mean? But thank God them people still alive, but you know, some of the people is still recovering from the gunshot wounds and stuff like that. Why pick up guns and shoot, you know? But all I say is if you have beef with somebody, confront somebody with your fists, okay? Don't use no gun or nothing like that, because some people so quick to pick up a gun, you know, like that's good, you know what I mean? Like that's gonna solve anything, you know. But you know what? God don't sleep. The devil don't sleep, you know, because on the serious side, you doing favors for Satan. You let Satan take control of your soul when you do stuff like that, you know, because you wanna take the Lord's name in vain and say God forgive you for taking that person's life like that and stuff like that, or shoot somebody or something like that. You did it because Satan told you to do it, you know. But you know what? All some people doing is selling their soul to the devil, you know. That ain't nothing but the devil that's controlling these people. It's not just them young folks, you know what I mean? Them old folks too, you know. So, like they say, no matter what color you are, God loves you, you know. Just like my own cousin, a long time ago in 1994, he took his own life. He's in hell, you know what I mean? All he doing is, what happened is, long time ago, he murdered his girlfriend, and he murdered himself, you know what I mean? He committed murder towards his girlfriend and himself, you know what I mean? So anyway, I guess those are two things God ain't gonna never forgive you for, taking your own life and taking somebody else's life, you know what I mean? Because remember, God loves you, even if he send you to hell or what, you know, because you know not only your parents would give you tough love, God could give you tough love too. You know what I mean? So for people out there, all you gotta do is just keep these victims in your daily prayers, okay? Just like keep your family in your prayers too. You know what I mean? Okay. So thank y'all for listening, and thank y'all for watching. May God bless each and every one of y'all. Okay. Even the people that say they don't care about their lives or something like that, people's lives. But remember this, one more thing I want to say. If you don't care about people's lives, you don't care about your own life, okay? I care about each and everybody, even though I dislike a few people, you know. I may dislike a person, that mean I care about you. If I didn't care, I wouldn't have no YouTube videos. I wouldn't do no videos right now if I didn't care about each and every one of y'all. May God bless each and every one of y'all, okay? If I didn't care about people on the streets, I wouldn't be where I'm at today, okay? With a roof over my head, clothes over my back, I'll be living outside homeless, eating out of garbage cans and stuff like that, you know? If I didn't care for other people, you know? May God bless you, okay? Whoever that gunman is, God bless you. I hope you turn your life around, okay? Because, you know, life is too short to be hatred and stuff like that, okay? All right. God bless you. God bless each and every one of y'all, okay? Bye-bye, y'all.